guys, welcome back to Crypto Skillet. In this video, I'm going to tell you about a project called Toro Defi. So Toro Defi is a high yield project that offers two different plans, with each plan paying a different amount of daily ROI, with different investment ranges on those plans as well. And I'm going to explain all of that in detail in just a moment. Now, Toro Defi has instant deposits and instant withdrawals, and obviously that's something that I always look for with high yield projects. And they also have zero platform fees as well. Okay, so that means no deposit fee, no withdrawal fee. And they also accept a wide variety of different cryptocurrencies. And I actually have two live investments in this project right now, and you're going to see all that in just a minute when we go inside my account. But each of those deposits is actually made with a different cryptocurrency. Okay, one of them is in Tether BAP20, the other is in Bitcoin. So you can diversify among these different cryptocurrencies if you want. You don't just have to pick one crypto and then stick with that. And regardless of which crypto or cryptos that you're using for your deposits, the ROI is exactly the same. Now, if you are using a crypto that doesn't have a stable value, so basically anything other than a stable coin, the exchange rate gets locked in at the moment of your deposit or at the moment of your withdrawal. And that's pretty standard for these kinds of platforms, but it's good to keep in mind. Now, another really important thing to keep in mind is, again, this is a high yield project, which means it's very high risk, high reward. Okay, this is definitely a degen play. As you're going to see in just a minute, it has high daily returns, but in general, these are not the kind of projects that would be considered a long-term stable source of passive income. Okay, in my opinion, these are quick plays where you get in and get out, get those rewards while they're there, and ideally you can cycle in and out between these, which has been fairly difficult in recent times because there haven't been a ton of these kinds of platforms like there used to be, but I'm actually starting to see a lot more of these popping up, so it's really cool to see. I'm certainly excited about it, and I know a lot of you guys out there love these kinds of high yield plays as well. So if that's you, make sure you definitely stick around for this entire video because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Toro Defi. I'll show you around the website, we'll take a look inside the dashboard, and of course I'll show you my account so you can see my live investment. And after watching this review, if you want to check it out for yourself, I've got the link down below in the description where you can get started. But first, before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Crypto Skillet, where we talk about all things crypto, and I share the latest and greatest DeFi projects and ways to make passive income in the crypto space. So if that's your cup of tea, then go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. And do keep in mind that none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an investor sharing my thoughts, experiences, and opinions. So always do your own research and never invest more than you're willing to lose into any crypto project. And now with that said, let's get into it. All right, so this is the Toro Defi homepage. You can see it says trade confidently, reap rewards. Now, of course, the very first thing you've got to do is create an account. Okay, so just click that link down below in the description and it takes you right here. And all you've got to do is click this button that says explore account, or you can also come to the top right and click the register button. And that's where you're going to create your account. Okay, it's super easy, only takes a few seconds. And then once you've created your account, every other time you come back to the website, you can log in by clicking the login button right there. Okay, now as we scroll down here, they've got some information about the project, but this is the good stuff. This is what you want to see. These are the plans that they offer. So they have two different plans. The first one is called the standard plan and the second one is called the gold plan. So let's look at these details right here. So for the standard plan, the daily ROI is 2.75%. Okay, this is the plan that I have my investments in. And the minimum deposit amount with this one is just $50 and the max deposit is $4,999. Now this plan gives you a total return, including your principal, of 133%. Okay, so that's 100% of your principal plus 33% net profit, and that comes after a duration of 12 days. Now, your 2.75% daily earnings are accrued daily from Monday to Friday. Okay, be aware of that if you are watching this on a weekend. You can still invest, you just have to wait until Monday for that first accrual. And then your principal does get returned as well. And then the gold plan, this one gives you 4.53% daily ROI. Now, this one has a higher minimum investment amount of $5,000, and the max deposit with this one is $50,000. Now, this one lasts for 15 days, and the total return is 168% ROI, again, including your principal. And once again, the accruals are the same. That's Monday to Friday, and your principal is returned as well. Now, down below that, they have a profit calculator right here. So you can choose from either of their plans and then enter a deposit amount, and it'll show you what your net profit amount will be. So for example, if you invested $1,000, your net profit would be $330 at the end of the standard plan. Now, if you went with the gold plan, of course, this one does have a higher minimum investment amount. So let's say that you put in $5,000. Well, that would give you a net profit of $3,400 at the end of that period with the gold plan. Okay, so some pretty crazy profitability potential with this plan. Now here in the stats, you can see this is day number 4 and the total turnover is over $130,000, pretty good for 4 days, and it's paid out over $40,500. So a pretty good balance there in the TVL as well. So now let's go ahead and take a look inside my account. All right, so here we are inside my account. This is the main dashboard area, and if I come down here, you can see that I have an active deposit in the amount of $1,400.52. Now, as I mentioned, these are split up among 2 different investments. So one of them is in TetherbET20, the other is in Bitcoin. Now, again, the daily ROI on these 2 is going to be exactly the same because they are both on the standard plan. The TetherbET20 one is for $150, and the Bitcoin one is for $1,250. And so let me just show you how easy it is to make a deposit. Okay, so all you have to do is come up here and click deposit, and that takes you here to this page. Okay, so the first thing you've got to do is select which one of these plans you want to use. So if you wanted to use the standard plan, you would click here, and then all you've got to do is just scroll down and then choose from one of these cryptocurrencies. Okay, so these are the ones you can choose from. They've got Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Tether ERC20, Tether TRC20, Tether BEP20, BNB, and Tron. Okay, so let's say you wanted to use Tether BEP20, you would just click here to select that, and then down here in this box where it says amount to spend, you just enter the amount that you want to deposit. Okay, so for example, if you wanted to deposit $1,000, you would just type 1,000.00 and then click spend. And that takes you here to this page. Okay, so before you actually send this deposit through, just look over all this to make sure that it's all correct. And then once you've confirmed that that is the correct plan and that is the correct amount, down here, it's kind of hard to see with this background, but there is an address right here. You can see it if I highlight it. And all you have to do is just copy this address right here. So you can either manually copy this, or you can just click this button that says copy address. And then all you've got to do is just open up your wallet and then send exactly this amount of whatever currency you've selected to that address that you just copied. Okay, so in this case, because I had selected USDT BEP20, I would send exactly 1,000 USDT BEP20 to that address. And then as soon as you do that, just wait a few moments for the confirmations to go through, and then that amount is going to show up in your account. Okay, so then to check, you can come up here and click on investments. And this is where you can keep track of your investments. Okay, so you can see there's my total $1,400.52. And there are both of the 2 separate deposits, this one for TetherbET20 and this one for Bitcoin. And so it shows you the plan that you've chosen and your daily profit amount in terms of percentage. And it also shows you how much time you have until that plan expires. And as you start to accumulate those earnings, you're going to be able to see your profit for today and your total amount of profit. And that is going to include the stats from all your deposits if you make multiple deposits on the same plan. Okay, so it's the sum total of all your earnings. Now, when you want to make a withdrawal, that's also very simple. So all you've got to do is come up here and click withdraw, and it takes you right here to this page. So you'll be able to see your account balance and then these different currencies down here. Now, your earnings are going to accrue in the same currency that you used to make your deposit. So for example, if you deposited BNB, you would be earning in BNB as well. So you'd see that number right here when you start accumulating those earnings. So you would just click on the currency, and then there's going to be a box where you can enter the amount that you want to withdraw. Now, because I have no funds to withdraw right now, the box isn't showing up, but that's the way that the platform works. Okay, again, this is pretty standard for these kinds of projects. So all you've got to do is just enter the amount that you want to withdraw. And then don't forget, with these platforms, it's very important that you first set your wallet address before you can withdraw. Okay, if you skip this step, you're not going to be able to withdraw. So all you have to do is just come over to settings, and that takes you here to this page, and you see how there's a box beside each one of these different currencies. So all you've got to do is just enter the wallet address where you want to receive withdrawals for that crypto, and then make sure you save it, and then you're good to go. Okay, so then once you've got your wallet saved, you'll be able to make those withdrawals right here on this page. And again, these withdrawals are sent instantly to that wallet. Okay, so there it is, guys. That is Toro Defi. Pretty straightforward high yield project here. Again, if you want to check it out for yourself, I do have the link down below in the description where you can get started. And once again, guys, keep in mind, this is a very high risk, high reward kind of play. Many of you will already know that if you're familiar with these kinds of projects, but just in case you're not, I feel like it's worth reiterating. I consider high yield projects to be in kind of a different category than most other DeFi projects. These are definitely very risky plays, but they can pay out really, really high returns as well. And that is kind of the trade-off. Okay, high risk, high reward. But just understand, with the high yield plays like this, these are kind of like gamble plays. So make sure you're only using risk capital. And as long as we're all doing that, these can be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can all earn a lot lot of profits as well. So if you got value out of this video, do me a favor and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy hearing about these new and upcoming DeFi projects and ways to make money in the crypto space, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a future video. All right, guys, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.